Welcome to Faith Gang.
It's great to have you with us today, and we're so excited that you are a part of the Faith Gang now. We believe that you have started something that could be a life-changing journey.
Over the next 6 weeks, we'll be looking at who Jesus is, how he's changed our lives, and how he can impact your life. So make sure you keep coming, because you don't want to miss anything.
Each week we'll be sharing videos, music and fun challenges, as well as giving you guys an opportunity to have deeper discussions about what you think and sharing your journey with us.
Don't worry about not knowing what you believe or saying the wrong thing. Nobody's going to laugh at you here, so just feel free to be yourself as we discover the truth about Jesus.
This week, we're looking at the big man in the sky. No, not him, the ultimate big guy, God.
So to start things off, we want you to pause for a minute and talk to the person next to you. If you could ask God one question, what would it be?
So now, what would you ask God?
In all honesty, I think I'd ask him why so many bad things happen to good people. What about you?
I'd probably ask, will West Ham ever win the FA Cup again?
Oh, well, you don't need God to answer that one, right? You know the answer.
Yes. No. Devastated. The thing is, before you can ask God a question, you have to know if it's real or not. Can we know for sure that God exists? Has anyone ever proved him to be true and real? If you do believe, you have to be able to answer why you do.
So we decided to ask Nana what he thought.
Okay, Nana, so explain to me, why do you believe in God?
Because of creation, really.
What do you mean creation?
Well, all of this reality, all of this beauty that you see, the world, the universe, I see intelligent design. So I can't believe that it all just made itself. For me, when I look at the universe and how it functions, and the more I look into science, the more I realize that there was definitely an intelligent designer.
Yeah, but what about the start? What about like this whole Big Bang thing?
Yeah, so the Big Bang's great because all the top scientists believe that the universe had a beginning, right?
Yeah.
So that means everything we consider like time, space, matter, which is everything physical, nature, so all things that we consider natural all came from the same starting point.
Yeah.
So that means at one point, none of those things existed. So if absolute nothing exists, then how can, for instance, nature create itself if it didn't exist? Mankind, we're very intelligent, but when we're trying to understand what God is, it can be a bit over our heads. I don't believe that God is some man in the sky with a big beard and he looks down over everything. I think God is God. God is a being which is above our understanding. In order for all of this to come into existence, the being which created all of this would have to be powerful, would have to be next level super intelligent. It would have to be a personal being because obviously it made the choice to make all of this. So I don't believe that we were made by mistake. I believe that we were created for a reason and there's a purpose for why we're here. I can't believe all that's chance. There's just too many things which make my mind go, no, someone created this and they created it for a reason. So when I came to that conclusion, the only faith that I have found, which talks about this being who is infinite and omnipotent and personal, intelligent, is Christianity. Like when I look at the Bible and you read what it says about God and God's love and God's power, and even like in Genesis it talks about like in the beginning, he basically, that first couple of lines will explain the Big Bang to you, in a more poetic form.
It's the way you look at things, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because the evidence is there and it actually makes a lot of sense, like what you were saying, something timeless had to create time, something outside of time,
Yeah.
creating time, something outside of matter, creating matter. But it had to have something that was behind it all.
Yeah, like, it's really simple. If there is absolute nothingness, so we're talking about like no atoms, no air, like no nothing, absolute nothingness, then absolutely nothing can come from that. So logically, it makes sense that there must be one element in this existence which has always just been there and didn't have a beginning. Otherwise, you're always going to have that question of, well, where did that come from? Where did that come from? Who started that? Who started that? That's going to go on forever. So I personally believe that whatever God is, He's that one element which exists in that reality, which has always just been there. And I think that's what He means when He says, I am the great I am. I just am.
I love that message from Nana, and it really does make sense when you think about it. You'd think I'm crazy if I said that this watch just appeared at the side of my bed when I woke up this morning. It clearly has a designer. So when you look at the world around you and even the human body and the way it works together so perfectly, and it's a lot more complex than just a watch, it must have to be designed.
But it doesn't just end there. If something's been designed, it clearly has a purpose. And you have to know what that is to find out what it was made for. For example, if I thought Nat's watch was a hammer and I was doing some DIY, if I took that and banged in some nails on my decking, I'd smash everything up. And the same is true of our lives. When we don't know our purpose and what we're made for, we make decisions that affect us and hurt us and those around us. In Mark chapter 1 it says, this is the good news about Jesus, the Son of God. Over the next few weeks we're going to be finding out more about that good news and discovering the purpose for our lives.
We're with you on this journey 100%, and we'd love for you to connect with us on social media, Instagram and Facebook, so we can keep up with you along the way. We also want you to know that we're praying for you. Praying is very simple. It's just asking God to be involved in our lives and our situations. So right now we're going to pray. So if you just quiet your mind, close your eyes if that helps, and I'll start. Dear God, I thank you for everyone in the room right now who has started the Faith Gang. I thank you that they've made the first step in walking with you. I pray that you bless them and also challenge them in their faith in new ways that they didn't think were possible. And most of all, Lord, I just pray that this will be a life-changing journey for all of them. Amen.
Being in the Faith Gang means that you are part of something much bigger. And we want to give you a free gift. Everyone loves a freebie, right?
They do.
So this week, we're going to give you an exclusive Faith Gang poster. And if you keep coming over the next few weeks, we'll give you a few more free gifts. But before we go, we want you to spend a few minutes with your mate thinking about these questions.